Queen blocker.
Queen blocker.
I'm trying to think of what's...
Chocolate cheeses.
He wasn't folding. He was not folding. You could have bet 7.5 million. He wouldn't have folded.
There was definitely rivers I would fold, but not that one.
Someone's asking for
It was bad
sage
river for me.
wisdom
Yeah.
from me. Leo, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's why I've been hired today.
That must be tongue-in-cheek.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
More
Don't
with
take it out on
pocket
me,
queens
Chris.
and the hijack.
The different life though. He bets
600?
4.8 million, just has ace jack, and he just gets paid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's younger Mormon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is trouble. Son with jacks in the cutoff.
Just flats.
Just a call.
Wow.
Oh,
Did not
interesting.
expect this.
Andrea opens the door for him to squeeze if he'd like. He's got a beautiful hand to squeeze with ace-5 suited.
I wonder what
Everyone's
he's making of that
favorite.
flat. That flat from San is a little bit suspicious. It has juiced the pot up to a sort of amount where this ace-5 suited going all the way in is tempting now.
I would like it. I'm looking at two really nice hands that aren't going to fold, but I like this spot for a squeeze. Mormon's going to be opening very loose. If you think Sen's the type that's just like, hey, I want to see three.
Yeah, it has that sort of king-queen kind of vibe to it.
Sure.
Definitely didn't expect something as strong as Jack's here. Is there somehow a pathway to San getting away here?
Andrea with the nice fold. I think that would have been my last hand of the tournament.
Oh, the ace-5 suited gets there. a bit.
I think.
That's why we like it so much.
But they only sell it in teeny tiny bottles.
No, they have it. They have it.
Oh, dear.
7, 5, 4, 2 spades. This is not the kind of board that Jax finds a fold on.
Yeah, I gotta say, Italy.
Yeah, one has to put themselves into the mindset of San here, choosing to go with flat off that 22 big blind stack, probably just deciding I want to fade an ace or king high
Sure.
flop, and now probably will feel much better about it. Stack to pot ratio is only 3 here. It's very hard to imagine a way out.
Very passionate, yeah.
Mormon C-bet 725.
Beatles?
Vito?
Vito,
Vito.
the player.
Yeah. Italian guy. You know. He's a friend of yours.
We saw that raise earlier with the king queen. He is going to send it upstairs here, and this is probably curtains now for San.
So many
I don't
nice
see
Italian
Chris
guys,
doing anything other. Do you know what he might be just thinking? Do I call and let him put the rest in himself, or do I just stick it in now? I think he's just going to stick it in now, recognizing that San has a hand he likes.
Sure. Yeah, San can definitely have hands like 8s and 9s also that love this board that go, okay, I have a lot of equity. And those hands often face a big card on the turn and no longer like their hand. So yeah, he just puts it all in.
Gets the bad news. We expected this one to go in pre. It has gone in on this 7-5-4 board. Backdoor spade possibility for San, but it is looking a little bleak right now.
6 of spades. Spicy one.
King of clubs. It's going to be a jack and only a jack for San. It's 8 of spades. Really great story for San, though. Wins his golden passport at the lodge. Comes out here, plays the free roll, cashes it, plucks a 10K out of the consolation drum, finds himself in this spot here. Just an incredible story. You know, a lot of people at the lodge were tweeting at him, good luck today, representing all of Austin, Texas.
This
This is what poker got. Here's 8 million.
175,000? Is that what we're sending him home with? That's not too shabby off of $0.
For most Americans, their memory of online poker is stuck in the past. A desert filled with unsafe options or no option at all. Well, not anymore. Club WPT Gold is bringing poker back to America. It's a sweepstakes model website, sweeping the nation, and it's available to try out now. Sign up now using code YouTube and enjoy the return of safe online poker to America.
That's how I see it, actually. To be here today.
How left out
with
do you
Chris
feel if you're at the
Norman,
outer table just hearing all the laughter and
that's about
fun?
it, yeah, that's like this is coaching session
I want to play.
It's a quick way for Chris to make $1 million. He can save that later for
Right.
life if he needs it.
Yeah, the Mormon sold.
The Mormons.
You ever play with
people
such
everyone
a-
will pay.
Big name.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
You get to learn and make 200K. I mean, what more could you possibly want?
I mean, yeah.
You learn
Kick
and
this
make,
one off
make
here.
Money, yeah.
You're not even paying.
Don't see
Yeah, this
Andre
is-
getting an easy decision today, to be honest.
Nope. 12 bigs. This is, I think it's just too good. And you're facing Morbin, who's going to be opening very wide on a large stack. Yeah, he's
well done, sir.
gets it in.
Yeah, if it's anyone else under the gun, I think you suddenly
3.7
hate life.
Feel a
But
lot
actually,
more,
with
yeah.
Chris, you're just
Oh
like,
no.
oh wow, oh wow.
This isn't easy either. You have jacks, but it was under the gun opens, under the gun one jams. 12. It's just too good to fold, right?
Good job over there.
This is also getting in. I'm not sure if he can flat and fold to a Chris jam, or is that just putting too much in and making it too awkward? Maybe it just goes in. Chris is going to be opening so wide. Same rules
Sure.
apply to his situation here. In fact, Chris is now going to have to fold a hand like ace queen if he shoves. So
Yeah.
I think every reason to maybe just put this in. I'm not sure he has enough to call fold. And I don't know if you even want to call fold. Oh, we are going to jump out there. Well, we're
jeez.
keen to get back to the other hand in a moment. But just to let you know, it's ace-jack against sevens, Lendl against Pack. And it looks like the sevens are going to do a hold. They do, in fact. Double up there for Lendl. Pack, again, going in the wrong direction.
7-5.
Get us back to that
I know.
feature.
It's like, I want to see.
Yeah,
And
he
it
did
does
just
get
jam
all
in the
in.
end. Makes
it'll be like a
sense.
2, 3,
Anstey,
4,
I think,
5.
falling on the correct decision in the end. Does have a dominating spot over poor old
There's
Andre.
the 6.
Wow.
Of course. Ace, 6 deuce, 2 clubs.
This open ripped.
Andrea with backdoor clubs, 2 9s. His only outs. Now just a 9 will do it.
Make 10s and 6s.
It's not to be.
Thank you.
Nice run, Andrea.
The K6.
A frustrating little cameo for Andrea on this feature table here today.
Good game, man.
Busting in 15th. What an incredible run again. All of these players wading through a field of, remember, 2,392 entrants.
Yeah, Scott Stewart, no stranger to these spots. He has a $500,000 score in the main event. 13th place, 2017.
Cheese on it, huh?
Why
He's got quite a
Little
few
cheese.
six-figure scores.
That you fold.
8-5.
But honestly, I know him from him
8-5
dominating mid-stakes poker. Like, he stays in his lane a lot and just absolutely crushes these, like, 1K, 2K tournaments.
Just being able to
mandatory.
fall back on that kind of experience in a spot such as this one is huge. We've got guys like Jonty in there. Obviously, he's made final tables. In fact, he has won a tournament this year on the WPT circuit. But this is another tier. And if you've been there, done that on a few occasions, had a $500,000 score, like you said, or whatever, you really can lean into that experience in a way that maybe others who haven't been there can't.
It's also what makes it easy to be loose in this spot with, like, okay, I'm just conversing.
Yeah.
You know, you tend to be able to, like, play your game because you just don't feel the pressure that
4.275.
first-timers will feel.
Oh, and this will be a
Interesting.
close one for Jonty here. 11
folded.
bigs, not even 11 bigs. 10.5, I think we're calling. Yeah, here we go.
Says not close, slams it
Give you
in.
my own name?
So we're racing. AJ Kelsall at risk, pocket 9s against Jonty's ace-jack
Wayne
offsuit.
Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, there you go.
Jonty wins this,
Good
he
old
becomes chip
Ontario
leader
kid.
in this
Yeah,
tournament
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
He hasn't lost.
Andrew wins this one, and he is
have.
back in business with
Wayne
around about
Gretzky
10
is
million.
From
He's not gonna beat me with my own
town
name.
Where I first
Oh.
ever played like poker.
Yeah, but
in
If he had ace
got
queen,
hot.
if he had ace queen, I would think he could do it.
Brantford, Ontario.
Ace jack's not getting there.
Ace of hearts is
AJ claiming that the
So
AJ has never betrayed him.
Check 9 flop.
Can we not make it a bit more exciting than that? Can we have like queen 10-8 or something?
Ooh.
That's
That's
That's a
fair.
pretty
Oh, that's
fair
a
fight.
It's
Jack
actually fun. It's like
10-7.
still a flip.
I actually
All
don't- I
diamonds.
don't like
Andrew
Yeah,
with the
you can
gut
just
shot
turn it
and the flush draw to go with his
Still
pocket
flippish.
9s. Jonty, top pair. It's red, but not a
It
diamond.
has to be. It has to be a
Eight of
hard.
diamonds, come on.
It had-
Big moment.
Good game, guys.
Unlucky
And
with
that's
those.
going to be it. Queen of spades on the river. AJ Kelso, really nice run.
Thank you.
What a gentleman. What a lovely, lovely person to have on the feature table on a few occasions over the last few days.
I'm going to treat chat like it's a teleprompter and just read all of it.
I was trying to get him to make me famous. He was already famous. I was trying to get famous.
Do you know what you should have done? Written a book.
No, somehow I'd lose money if I wrote a book. Find a way.
It's just words, no?
No,
Hi to Angela
they would
Jordison.
charge me for how bad it'd be.
Just tuning in.
Angela provided one of my favorite stories from the $5 million free roll by Club WPT Gold. Her daughter won a seat, and she won a seat. And she was coaching her daughter who knows nothing about poker, and some of the quotes that came out of her were so much fun. Like she just said,
weird fad that was
my opponent made a flush somehow with only one card. like she was gonna get like a floor ruling. Like, can you do this?
This doesn't seem right.
And that's how she busted. But also she said, I thought that straights and flush were a tie. The people who got to play poker for the first time in that free roll, there's just so many good stories. People had so much fun.
You have to explain to the listeners what her nickname was at the table as well.
Oh, yeah. Is it on me? They said she said it so often that they just started calling her, hey, is it on me? It's on you. Queen 5 deuce 2 clubs, a little piece for each. Jonathan jaunty with top pair, backdoor straight draws. And Z with second pair and backdoor straight draws. It's Anzi who bets out when it's checked him, 400K. Jaunty's going to make the call. I'm not good at reading the chat and then coming back to a hand. I think I need to not read the chat. So you guys, if you just will directly tweet at me, I'll read the meanest things later. Get him.
I remember when Jamie Kerstetter could make up her own mean lines.
Oh, I'm holding back. Jack of spades on the turn. Jaunty checks his top pair over to Anzi, trying to draw out another bluff. Anzi with enough of a hand to check back, try to show down. Deuce pairs the board. Jaunty with the decision to either bet his own hand or to check over to Anzi and hope that Anzi has missed draws he needs to bluff.
Yeah, both seem like good options, to be honest.
Sure.
And looks like he's fallen on the right one in game here, because he was going to have to do his own dirty work to get more chips into this pot. Poor old Anzi being put in the blender again. Yeah.
Very nice by Jaunty.
Pays him off. Jaunty Willis just finding it right now. All the vibes. Doesn't seem to ever lose a pot right now.
For real.
Either. Just one direction.
Just thinking about if Jaunty were to take this down, we might need to chaperone him out, make sure he doesn't die. Jaunty with $3 million in Vegas, dangerous.
Yeah, I might stay here over Christmas if he takes this one down.
My friends were giving me shit for wearing a Dodgers cap on stream.
Nah, you're just a Dodger fan.
I'm not.
I know you're not. I left the Blue Jays hat at home.
I can't wear that anymore. It's too embarrassing. The Jays are just...
I'm born and raised in Southern California, so I'm a Dodger fan. And people are like, "Oh, you're on the bandwagon?" I was like, "I was born there." What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not a Dodgers fan. It's just a cool looking hat.
Always on the winning team
I
with the
wouldn't wear the
blue
blue
cap.
one though.
I love it, King of
I feel like
Beers.
that's,
They should
like,
sponsor
kind
him
of
for this
more of a
final.
local
Makes the
thing.
final table.
But like,
Jaunty Min raising ace queen off.
Dear me, I
Oh
think
man,
this is trouble.
unlucky.
I think this is trouble.
It should be 22 bigs. He should be happy to be 3-bet ripping this in Jonty's face, and he's up against it right now.
Oh, what a rough passage of play for Ansi.
8 million.
I mean,
In it goes. He's effectively commit here.
majorly.
Jonty going nowhere, we know. Bang. Now we've just called, so...
You want to do some recon?
Or did he have enough? No, he has actually put him in. I think that's like a 20 stack. Yeah, okay. So these time banks will get burned.
Yeah, you guys, if you want to chat with us, now's the time.
Yeah, I think we got about
Few minutes.
6 minutes. Of,
Well, I will say, last year, one of the funnier things that happened at a feature table, a guy was...
Oh,
he just does it. Okay.
Well, I don't think we saw a bust out on the other. Maybe just deciding he'd like to have some time if things go well. Keep
Sure.
these time banks for later.
So
Big
here
moment
we
for
have
Jonty
it.
Willis as well to get up to 42 million. But Ansi, the man whose tournament life is on the line right now, just 25% here. Pretty much the worst case scenario up against the ace queen.
King.
Oh, in the window.
Wow, sick. King, king, 10. Just like that, Anzi pulls way ahead. Jonty is not dead yet. 4 jacks in the deck.
Oh, that is a body blow
Really brutal.
to Jonty here. Ansi gets the double up. He's now up
Sorry.
to 10 million.
I wouldn't have said
But
it.
that has taken most of the progress, a big chunk out of Jonty's day.
The newest online poker site, Club WPT Gold, is available to try now. And coming soon, Club WPT Gold ambassadors will be hosting meetup games. Brad Owen, Rampage, Xuan Lu, and Wolf Game Poker will all be there. Sign up using any one of their codes, and you'll be able to play alongside them as you check out the newest poker site, sweeping the nation. Join us coming soon for Club WPT Gold Meetup Games.
Four is hitting the muck under the gun at this 9-handed final table. Got to tighten up. That's actually something that I find is a little difficult when you've been playing short-handed for several hours, and then all of a sudden you have a full table. You're like, oh man, I'm going to be folding a lot. Got to sit out and watch some action.
From heart.
Anzi with pocket jacks on the button.
They actually have a store here.
What an hour of poker it's been for Anzi, who
Oh yeah.
was looking
Almost
like
out
out
the
the
door.
door in, was it 10th place?
Yeah, it's one.
And now he's a contender.
Yep. Earlier, Anzi got it in with King Queen versus Jonty's Ace Queen. Managed to win that one, and then it's been smooth sailing.
Casual flick in of one chip there from Chris with the 8s. He's going to go to war with Ansi's button range here. Fortunately for him, he's rather high up that range.
Guys packing up clothes.
Nope.
Ace 5 deuce, 2 spades.
I'm staying with a
Anzi
friend. He's
with
gotta
the
wash
jack
her
of
dryer.
spades.
I already had to do laundry.
And in these sort of situations previously, we have seen Ansi fire out a small sort of range c-bet. May well do the same thing here with the jacks, although he will be trying to ascertain how much of Chris's flatting range there in the small blind will contain some ace-x, will contain some Broadway stuff, maybe have some pocket pairs. Harder to target those pocket pairs when the ace is on board. Exciting to check it back here, and Chris wondering now why maybe the c-bet didn't come on the flop. Going to test the water.
That's 1/3 pot.
It's funny in these spots when it's button small blinds, almost like the small blinds range is just as strong, if not stronger, than the opening range. And
Sure. 9 of diamonds completes the board. Jacks are good. Jacks to Yancy.
Yeah. Unlikely to find a value bet here, but maybe. Not quite sure what he would be targeting.
Jackson takes it.
Sigh of relief there for Ansi. Very hard to know what you would be looking for value from in that situation, and I think probably the correct move there to check back.
I'm playing for 2-3 million. I'm bored.
No, it's just another.
Chris was playing an online tournament yesterday as well.
Wait.
Yeah.
On day 4?
Yeah.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, this happened.
For his sponsor. Maybe he had to.
Perhaps.
It's possible.
I'm not aware of the website or whatever was going on, but he definitely was playing and was told at the break, you're going on feature table, you can't bring your phone with you.
Oh, no.
And he just happened to bust out at the break, so there was no tilt from that.
I was like, no way. Yeah.
Yeah, it
It was 5-0 for first last year.
It's 40 mil guaranteed.
Because sometimes playing for 3.1 million isn't enough action.
For people who are used to playing online, who are always multi-tabling, it can feel really slow to play one live table. I understand getting on your phone and firing something up. Keep yourself out of trouble, you know?
Yeah. Well, possibly not keeping himself out of trouble here is
Oh, interesting.
Rob Sherwood, who's opened the 8s and basically been pounced upon by Ansi, who recognises the ICM misery that Rob is in. He's very much got the handcuffs on right now. He's tied to the bed, and Ansi's just able to pummel.
Gross. So, Robert's our shortest stack, correct?
Yeah, Rob is the shorty, so I guess in that respect, less ICM on him, but still, when there's stacks similar around you, you know, getting that 1 ladder, 2 ladders, maybe. We saw Steiner do it the other night. So important. Robert just working through how often Ansi's doing this with a smaller pocket pair. That's the really important part of this conundrum. If it is with all of them, or with maybe 4s plus, this does start to become a little more tempting, but it's not a comfortable spot.
You guys are all here for your friends. My friends had a $35 food comp at Palms.
Cool.
Makes the call.
He makes his stand here. Huge moment. Rob Sherwood just deciding if he's going to get his engines going, he maybe needs to take this spot. This one will be mulled over. Either way, I feel. A big turning point, perhaps, in the fortunes of Rob Sherwood here on this final table.
How many time banks did you need?
He's 7-6, 2 spades and a heart. So far, so good for Robert to survive this. 4 spades, excellent card. Taking some more outs out of Anzi's holdings. Queen 10 of spades no longer good. And that's a nice double up for Robert. Really gutsy call.
And I don't know if you caught that comment from Robert just as it was coming out. Rob said, biggest river of my life.
Wow, I mean, huge.
For most Americans, their memory of online poker is stuck in the past. A desert filled with unsafe options or no option at all? Well, not anymore. Club WPT Gold is bringing poker back to America. It's a sweepstakes model website, sweeping the nation, and it's available to try out now. Sign up now using code YouTube and enjoy the return of safe online poker to America.
Well, it's a draw to the bottom end. It's not dominating in any situation. And if you are up against a pair, you're also in trouble. No fold equity on the shove. Just didn't feel right to me.
Similar to the hand versus Jaunty, where he just decided to gamble it up.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not getting the best of it here, but I'm trying to just win this pot. And it didn't seem very calculated. It seemed like a gamble.
Yeah, I think for small amounts, he just is willing to give these guys a spin.
Sure, and Mihalo.
Oh my goodness, here we go. This could be the end, Jamie.
Big matchup. King 9. The short stack versus Scott Stewart's pocket queens.
You didn't have to be that strong to call, right? Would you have called jacks?
I don't know. I think queen first. I was thinking
60?
Queen 10.
Yeah, he's got like 61.
Okay, well, Mikhailo with 28% here. But 71% of the time this day is over.
Jack 5 deuce rainbow. No help from Mikhailo.
Queen. 10's better.
7 of spades total brick. It's going to be a king and only a king. Mikhailo is going to be our 7th place finisher. It's a 7, and that'll do it.
He came in as the short stack to this final table. He managed a couple of double ups and a couple of ladders, crucially here, to finish 7th. But Mikhailo Lendl is going to exit here, bubbling the official final table. Spare a thought as well for Jonty Willis and, of course, Anzi Schmad, who really did entertain us all through the day.